7 minutes left. Jeez. I don't even know where the store is around here. It's near B, apparently. Is that it? There it is. Don't come here very often. It's a bit of a pain of a place. Oh, that might not count. That's one done. No, work from the back, Barry. This is going to be very close. Where are we going again? C3I. What do you mean the points didn't switch? That one went left, that one went right. What are we talking about? Left, then right. It's fine. Three minutes. Come on, more beans. Two and a half minutes. Oh, God. 14 minutes out of 17. Ooh, what's the fees on? Ouch. Man, that was not an easy run at all. So am I correct in thinking that's handbrake on and that's handbrake off, isn't it? So clockwise is brake on, anti-clockwise is brake off. Is that correct? So that means it was in the off position, if that's true. Depends how you face it. Not really. It's our fuel level. Half a tank, half a sand. Okay. Mouse wheel down is off. Really? In that case, that would be clockwise is off, according to you. You can't even do this from the other side anyway. You can also use the keys for the loco brake to turn the handbrake. Yeah, I just wanted to turn the engine off while we had a look at the jobs. Most of them are shunting, one logistics haul. Goodson Factory Town from here is a long way. So can you move the caboose around without having to drag it? Or do you literally have to, like... Can you summon it with the... Why is it... Crew vehicle. Is it that one? Is it crew vehicle? How much does it cost? Because I kind of want to go and do military stuff, maybe. I don't want to have to drive this thing out of here. So hang on, if I put that on one pip, yeah, it starts to pull. If I clockwise that, it definitely slows down, which means that anti-clockwise was definitely off. So it means it definitely was off. It's 10 grand to summon it. Flipping heck. That's outrageous. I think it's just worth paying 10 grand to summon it, to be honest. Chat nav is defo bugged. I agree. His mouse wheel down definitely does not. Maybe he uses his mouse backwards. Who knows? I'm just going to shove this out the way and we're going to go somewhere else. I don't think so, Crow Denny, but I think there should be. The problem is they're not really safe. It's like radio control, isn't it? Apparently it's okay to remotely fly drones, but not trains. Yeah, I could actually, couldn't I? Just put my shovel and lighter in there. It won't fit. Hang on, if I stand this way. If I stand here... Hey, no. Stand here. There we go. So how do you have to just like chuck it on there? Look at that. Do I have to flick the switch? It doesn't really say it's charging. $21,000. There's no way. I don't even think I got paid that much. That's ridiculous. There's no diesel service here. You'd have to go down to the city to get it serviced at half the price. Rip off. Well, to be honest, we spent more money than you would normally spend because we had to use a D6 to haul a D2 out of trouble that was meant to be saving us money shunting things around. All right, what military stuff have we got? Hazmat we've got, we could do that. Let's see. This table's not big enough. Scrap metal, that's a long 2. I wish it would just do this for you, just lay things out properly. Right, 10 grand, 80 grand. Whew. That's a military 3, hazmat 3, nuclear fuel. Military 3, hazmat 3. Those 2 jobs alone pay over 200,000. Oh my God. 200 grand, but to get them, you need to get hazmat 3 and military 3, which costs an insane amount of money. And then everything else is like, oh, 16 grand, 6 grand, 35. You need hazmat 3, military 3 again. Look, seriously, Those three are the only ones that are generating like serious cash. And then you've got these. I mean, okay, so that one's not so bad. Machine factory military. Wait a minute, where's the machine factory military? Oh, that's that one, isn't it? See, now technically you could combine that with something else, but why would you want to get a military license just to earn 16 grand? It just... So of course the licensing is not here, is it? And this is the problem. Like military 1 costs something like 100 grand, and for that you can take a 16 grand job. Yeah, that's a hazmat 3. I think hazmat 3, but that requires military 2. You've got to spend, like, I don't know. It feels like when you've got hazmat 3, military 3, you can take insane jobs. But getting to that point, there's not a lot of options. So hazmat 3, military 3, for me to get that, I would need 500,000 for 1 and 3, and then 300,000 for that one. So it's 800,000, 820 grand I would need to get all them. And then with 820 grand, I could get a job that pays about 200. But anything else is pointless. Like, why? Where are the jobs? If you take hazmat 3, where are the jobs that pay good money to warrant spending nearly 300 grand on that license? Forget the military. Where's the hazardous stuff that warrants a 300 grand license? I don't think there is one. Hazmat 1. Hazmat 1. I'm just going to pick out the big paying jobs. Put logistics over here. So there's like 6 grand jobs. I kind of feel like the game should be scaling with the player a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, if you've started to spend a few $100,000 on licenses, the idea of it giving you a 4.5 grand shunting job seems a little bit pointless. I can't imagine many players will want to take that. That's like early game content. Maybe the game should start to filter things out and start to give you things that are relevant to your license level. Like all of these are here, just, you know, that's early game stuff. But even that requires hazmat 1, and it's only 4.5 grand. So hazmat 3. Hazmat 3. $290,000 for that license, 11 grand for the job. Yeah, but combining jobs, like, I get what you're saying, but shunting you can't really combine. Not very well. I'm not saying, Vinyl, you shouldn't have options to do smaller jobs. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the game needs to scale with you. Yeah? So I could still take a relatively small job, but it might be like this one. That's a hazmat license. I need to have a very specific license to move those chemicals. Yeah? So if I'm going to do a small job like that, I expect to be paid a lot more money than this because I've had to buy this. Most operators can't move this stuff because they don't have that license, if you see what I mean. 4 grand, 5 grand. That's a hazmat 2, so they're pretty unusual. Don't see many hazmat 2s kicking around. Food factory in town. Can you cheat, Mum? Oh, you can cheat. Of course you can cheat if you want to. Food factory town with a hazmat 2. Doesn't look like there are many goods factory town ones. Right, so we've got a hazmat 1. If we take the hazmat 1, we could take that job. City Southwest. But I think that's a City Southwest as well. So there's a potential for a 666 tons. So that's probably 1 D6 will probably get it out of the harbour. Yeah, shunting, we might have to do a shunt just to get something else, right? But in and of itself, those two will get us about 100 grand plus a bonus. So you could be looking at 150 for that, but it requires us to buy the Hazmat 1 license. Steel mill, 18 grand plus 11. Not particularly big earner. That's an unload, so we don't care about that. If we happen to be going to machine and factory, which I don't think we will be. Load of parent train. Harbour Town. Don't think they're any good. Yeah, we have Hazmat 1 and 2. I think those two are the best jobs we have as an option. I can't see... Food factory in town, what does that pay? So that, or we go to food factory and we could take those 3, which is like what, 20 grand, 31 grand, 51 grand-ish. Baz, we just went to the military place. Literally 2 minutes ago, I was at the military place looking at all the jobs there, and the only ones that are paying good money require you to have Hazmat 3, Military 3. And that's what I was just having a mini rant about. It's not an option. I need to get about 800 grand so I can buy all the licenses, and then we can earn the, do the big jobs. 51 grand unless we can combine something else on the food factory in town. Maybe another 10. I think that's I think it's got to be those. 46 minutes to get those up there. With 1 D6, I think. Next question is there still a D6 here? There should be. There was a couple here. Oh, you scumbag game. Oh, there's one. It literally swapped. There was like 2 D6s and it swapped them out, but there's 1 left. Honestly, that would have been annoying. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to get it out. 60 southwest. So we're looking for FH52, FH37. 37 needs to go on the back. That could be over at the liquid loading bay. FH52, 52 and 37. Let's have a look. Oh, that could be it. There it is. Wow, okay. There's 52. We'll put that on first. Wait, what? Was the back still? Oh, the back wasn't cleared. I genuinely thought that I'd cleared it. That's amazing. I was trying to be smart. I was thinking, I wonder if you could leave it rolling and move this thing around. Well, you can if you've actually cleared it. No way. How much is that going to cost me? $941. 941, and I get to restart the train. That's what you get for trying to take shortcuts. For me, it looked like the back of the train was on, but it's not. Hey, it does sell a hazmat license to anybody who can afford it, mate. I don't know, there'll probably be a bit of wheel damage. What kind of load? We're taking this and this. Gasoline definitely doesn't explode. And some electronics. And apparel and footwear. Apparently we didn't do any damage to the wheels, so it's just engine, diesel, oil, and squirrel tax. I mean, we was going at like 5Ks, so yeah. Okay, so that should be 52. And then we just want 37, which should be here. How come I don't use mods? Because I don't want to? The only mods I used to use were skin mods for the cars and stuff. And they were great, but they kind of caused frame rate issues. But I've not tried them recently. But it is nice when you can see like Texaco and stuff on the side of the tanks. But I don't use mods that just change the game, like make it easy. What do you mean, what about the coupler? There's a mod that sorts out the job papers in the stations was not a mess. You see, Hero, I'd be okay with that kind of mod, because that's not a game change mod, that's just a quality of life. That addresses an issue that shouldn't be a thing. Although, you know, you can argue, well, if you're in VR, you know, it's fun being able to pick things up, and it is. But why did it have to be such a massive pile of mess? Just, like, lay them out? For realism, lol. It's so weird. Okay, that's 37. Check the end's 37, it should be. Yeah. Okay. Pretty much ready to hand in. It's a big train. You should have seen the one we did earlier. That was a big train. That's a heavy train. Okay. C3I, which is the one on the back. C2I, which is the one on the front. Okay, so keep right on the way in, reverse into C3I, so that's straight in on the reverse. Straight in on the reverse, drop off, pull forward, reverse into 2I. Yeah, I did look, Costel, but I don't know which are the sort of decent modding websites for the game, really. I know stuff used to be on Nexus, but I never liked the Nexus stuff because I think you had to install the mod manager thing, which used to be plastered with ads and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if it is or not. It's been a few years. You need an install mod manager. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Hecano. I gotta be careful with mods because if they do crash the game. I mean, the same thing happened with Euro Truck and American Truck. You know, you could use a load of mods and then one or two would be a little bit unstable. Still don't have any wheel slip, which I'm quite surprised about. You'd use the Unity mod manager over Nexus for Derail Valley. Interesting. Geez, Taipan, that... I was not expecting that. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. Welcome, guys. It's definitely at the limits of its capability, this. It should start to ease off shortly. There we go. That needle should start going up. There it goes. So we'll be dropping off 15 cars initially, which means 12 on there, doesn't it? Is that right? Hang on. So minus 26 minus 15 is 11, add 1 is 12. Minus 12. Concur? Agree? Speak now? I don't want any I told you so. Yeah, but it's not, Costel, is it? It's not 1200. Yeah, we've had more than that up here. I don't know because I am dumb. There's the back there. The hole that we moved this morning, we got round this corner and we still couldn't see the back. It had gone beyond that. It was massive. I think it was well over 600 meters we worked out. Yeah, we did. We did have it hotter before. It's coming back now. Well, I don't know, it's getting on for a quarter of a tank. It's quite a lot of fuel. Thing is, you come in out of the harbour so often, you get to know this stretch of track quite well. I kind of feel like that should be echoing a lot more in the tunnel. Not this year, Siege, I don't think. Because if they add an electric loco, they have to also electrify all the track, don't they? It's on your wish list. Big update coming in June, but a price increase coming in a week's time. Right, let's get some speed going. Took it off your wish list today by purchasing. Yeah, that'll take it off your wish list. Yeah, normally if you get to about 70 at this point, you can more or less just freewheel it before you have to slow down for the bend at 60. start shaving some speed off. Hero, thank you for gift sub to Barry Singh. Welcome back, Barry. Train Sim Life. I seem to remember I finished that game a long time ago, I seem to remember. Oh, is it? Can't keep up with all these updates. What do you mean, Buzz? Yeah. I've been down there quite a few times, Buzz. It's more worried about the 50-degree left-hand turn, the 50 limit left-hand turn, than anything else. Also, I've got a feeling, maybe not. The farm switches are set, I think. Cool. Hawk 7,000, thank you for 30 months. Right, straight through the farm, straight through the oil well. Keep right in the city, reverse down into the sea. That bush is just deliberately in the way. Like, you would literally have that bush cut down. It is dangerous because you can't see the switches. It's there to blindside you so that when the bush disappears, you realise all the switches aren't right. And by then it's too late. Pure scumbaggery. If you look at last week's stream, Elysium, last week's stream on SquirrelPlus, we did plenty of double DE2s and DE6s. Yeah, but Vinyl Rabbit, a bush like that shouldn't be there. That's not a challenge to overcome, is it? The clock. Making good time this time. Landscaping sim, yeah. It's like IRL. You report it 3 times and nothing happens, you stop reporting. Yeah, fair enough. And then somebody has an accident. And then everybody, the report is like, well, why was this never fixed? And then all the drivers are like, well, we told you multiple times. Just like what, yeah? Only when there's a disaster or a major accident do things change. It's just how it is. Yeah, it's on my hero. They've had to add dynamic braking because they've added brake fade and overheating. Do you know why that is, Type Ed? Because bad news does not travel upwards, it only comes downwards. So they never report it to their managers, it never goes up. I don't know if the back of the train's gone through that 30 section yet. Probably just about finishing. To be honest, we need to be doing 30 anyway for this right turn coming up. you're going to the right. That bit there's the 30 bend. If you turn right. Was it 50? That's it's 30. It is 30. It says 50 going right. You see that? It literally says here 50 if you go to the right. So you start making your right turn and it says to you, actually it's 30. You're like, what? How's that work? I only know it from experience, Rockview, but that's been in there the longest time. It's definitely mis-signposted. What, so you're saying this switch is 30? I don't believe you. Okay, right turn out of here. Into here, right turn. Straight down the middle. C3I. There's 2I. Oh, yeah, rail drivers get a map of the route with like a vertical profile as well. It's quite technical, actually. Doing okay on time. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to take that southern road. There is some, like, yeah. That is horrendous. I don't know why it's in the game because there's literally no reason to go that way, ever. For any reason. They need to add something over here on the map that gives you a reason to even go down that. Well, in the early days of the game, D-Pain, that's what people did. The community printed the map out and then literally labeled it with speed limits. Tourist steam loco sightseeing. It would be good if you had a reason. Hey, we got our maths right. Imagine what Chris has to put up with, Boatman's. Because he drives those mini steam railways, right? And they just always attract kids. Kids and families. So imagine he's sat up there operating this thing. God knows how many loud screaming kids, crying children. Imagine that. That's what you love about freight tops, yeah. Yeah, you don't get that on freight tops. Yeah, we're good time. I keep checking the clock there, look. Novi shipping. So I think you can get livery mods that change this to things like Maersk. Thank you, Mickey. What area sells the watch? The pocket watch? Harbour, I think. I think I covered that in my video. Episode 3? Maybe? $104,000 for that job. That's more like it. 45,000 for that one. And the best thing about City Southwest, you can just easily pull over into the service bay. Wait, what's up with Nut Slammer? Again? That must be an update API problem. Whenever it does that, it usually means that Twitch API has changed. Wait, did I leave a D2 on the service bay? Wait, there's one here. I played Scrap Mechanic loads, footballer. I guess I don't remember it being out here, but hey ho. It's a bit close to the join, isn't it? I'll give it a bounce, pups. Hang on. That's $9,000 worth of diesel. $100 of sand. $700 of oil. No body. $33 in wheels. 105 total. 9,900. Not paid any squirrel tax yet, though. Squirrel tax, $500. Right. Current stats. 588,000. Look at that copay. 256k. $250,000 copay. Can you imagine being the driver of a train and you were liable for $250,000 on damages? Don't think anybody would do it. Well, they're all a bit meh. I really wish they'd had the passenger stuff. That would be a lot of fun. I can't imagine how much fun it wouldn't be to derail a passenger car. Can you imagine? Taking a big train full of passengers, going a bit too fast around one of those turns on a valley, and then hear all the screams as the whole thing tips over the side and tumbles. Maybe what you could do, you could take a lot of passenger cars and then also combine it with a freight car where you just happen to have, say, I don't know, gasoline. And then it would be unfortunate if it derailed on a bend on a valley. The new update arrives at the end of June. Strange fantasy. You know, just wonder what it would be like. Yes, indeed. 30th of June.